Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. Dynamic change in the history of Eternum last night as the forces of F-Baller capture the bamboo forest preserves of Ebonscale. And the Syndicate members of JDB's Kitchen capture the northern observation posts of Morningdale. KOTT News were on the scene all night, starting in Greyvale, and spoke with company leadership about the fight. Congratulations on your victory here in Morningdale over in about 8 minutes. What was it that made you decide to leave the central corridor and move the armies out here up into the northeastern region?
Attacking is the best way to keep a company going, keep them active. We hadn't fought Dog Down yet, so we wanted to see what was up over here. So, yeah, just venturing a little outside our norm.
Well, it looked like you brought the full brunt of your army with you tonight. Was that the case, or did you bring any of your B squad?
We definitely tried to slot a B squad. We have a lot of our main groups fighting in Ebonscale right now. But, our B squad kind of brings the heat, too. So, it is what it is.
Well, now that you're in charge of Morningdale, are you going to take civic matters into your hand and deal with the egg smuggling operation that's been going on south of town?
Yeah, we're going to restore the coast here. We're going to build the city up, and we're going to protect the eggs, my man.
All right on, sir. Well, I know you're on your way to check out VODs. Is there anything you might like to say to the citizens before you get going?
JDB is back, baby. He is back from France. We are full force, so let's go.
Moments later in Fortune's Crossing, KOTT News caught up with F-Baller leadership to discuss their victory and intentions. You weren't kidding. Would you care to take us through what went down out there tonight, over and about, like you said, 15 minutes?
Oh, yep. Just West Coast players, They're horrible. Someone for JDB next.
Oh, I hear you. I understand JDB just took Morningdale, and they are aware of your capture here in Ebonscale, so they have raised an eyebrow, and they're looking forward to the conflicts that might arise in the near future. Was there anybody on your squad whom efforts you might want to highlight tonight?
A whole point team. There's a crazy point diff out there. Just an East Coast diff. That's all I'm feeling out here, John.
Right on. Point squad to diff tonight. Well, congratulations on your victory, of course. What are your intentions now that you're in charge of the resort destination here?
I'm going to offer free housing. They host a couple parties. Then I'm moving to Windsward, Everfall, Brimstone. I'm taking it all. Also, John, I watched the news last night at my house. I noticed you pronounced our name wrong. It's actually F-Baller, not F-Baller. I'd like to note that down.
I will make a note. I will make the correction in the future. I apologize.
It's all right.
Returning to our ongoing coverage of the egg smuggling operation in Brimstone Sands, KOTT News crews went straight to the source last night. In order to secure the broodmother, trusted members of the community attempted to subdue the great worm of the desert. The action was intense as the mighty beast proved to be barely affected by the efforts of the zoological expedition. But in the end, we were able to knock the creature temporarily unconscious, giving us the opportunity to tag it and track it to its nesting location. KOTT News will bring you more on this ongoing story as it develops. In lighter news, KOTT News crews inadvertently completed the Season 2 track last night. With 30 days left until the season comes to a close, we are well ahead of schedule and can now focus on the journey. We'll claim all the rewards and sort through everything later on when we have more time. Turning to the weather for today, and even though it's going to be a wonderful afternoon for egg smuggling across Eternum, the Invasion Response Squad will be looking for volunteers tonight when the corruption come calling across 40% of the island. 2 lineup submissions for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it's cardboard. With special thanks to the Craft Services crew. If you'd like to support KOTT News, Patreon is currently the best way. First up, the Syndicate members of Fresh Bench assail the hero worshippers of Outcasts for control of the crocodile-infested Cutlass Keys. Fresh Bench taking the cue from their fellow Syndicate company and begin making a move to dislodge the other factions from the regions of the island. The Outcasts entrench themselves in the Keep of the Keys and prepare for a fight to preserve their position as the preeminent proselytizers of the Southern Peninsula. Then, the Covenant converts of OPR Esports assault the Marauders of EP Town for control of the Mud Hill on the eastern Restless Shore. Marching out from their staging ground in Reekwater, OPR Esports put on their deep tread and look up the hill at the Marauders, awaiting their attempt to dislodge them. The recently organized forces of EP Town, still getting accustomed to working with each other, will have to focus their attention on the enemy below. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.